Mary Jane was hot back then. You could totally see her tits in the first one.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man.
What's up, YouTube? My name's Insomniac. We're back at it again with my boy Marcus and my guy Dwyer. We have our special guest Leroy here today. He's going to be joining us, and we're going to be talking about Spider-Man, our favorite Spider-Man from the three actors that have done it, why we like them, and yada yada yada. You guys ready to get started?
I'm ready.
All right, fuck yeah. Let's get into who we like the most. Dwyer, who is your favorite Spider-Man?
All right, Tobey Maguire, because that kid's the man. Like, he's just so lame, but it's so cool.
Fucking Sam Raimi, Evil Dead. What a guy.
Crazy.
What a dude. Like, honestly. My favorite, I'm going to go with Andrew Garfield. I really like his. I wish that they had, like, continued his, like, saga. I know they're, like, hinting at, like, the Sinister Six by the end of the second one, but they never did it. And I like Tom Holland for sure, but I really liked how they introduced Gwen Stacy in Amazing Spider-Man ones. Fucking love Emma Stone to death, Jesus Christ. That's a whole nother
Ben's
video.
man crush.
It's a whole nother video. I like Andrew Garfield. He's a cool guy. He skateboards and shit. Who's your favorite, Mark?
So I guess my favorite would be Tom Holland.
My boy Tom.
I like that they chose a younger actor for Tom Holland because that kind of fits a little bit better with Peter Parker than having like an older man kind of thing. And I really liked the Spider-Man Homecoming and what they did with it and how they introduced kind of like the new era of Spider-Man and the bad guys and how they hinted at the Sinister Six, the end of Homecoming too. And
that's what I love about that is that even though I'm not gonna see it with like Andrew Garfield and like that like same like crew, I'm still gonna see the Sinisters. I can't wait.
Exactly. So I have to say Tom Holland's my favorite Spider-Man, even though Tobey Maguire.
He's
got a special place in my heart.
Tobey has a special place. Like he's not my favorite. I feel like he's not a lot of people's favorite, but like people can appreciate him and what he did.
Tobey?
For those movies.
Well, you have to think about it. It came out in 2002. Like the first one came out in 2002. That's when like I don't know, it's just crazy that he's flying around this city in 2002.
The CGI effects
it's
are way
insane.
beyond their time, dude. I can't.
Mary Jane was hot.
Can we talk about the Green Goblin, Willem Dafoe? Can you remember that scene where he was in the burning building and he was pretending to be like a bystander and he was like doing like this fake
He's like
woman
in the fire.
He's just standing there like what is going on in this guy's head? Just like a little like quick like jump scare. It's almost as if he knew he was in a movie.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh my god. No, Willem Dafoe, like other than like a few like really stupid, goofy moments, is really good in that movie.
Yeah.
I think he's a real shining light. I like James Franco in it too.
I was gonna say
Aunt May or whatever. Or what's her name? Yeah, Aunt May. yeah. Aunt May is so good in this movie too.
Yeah.
She's fire in this movie. What do you mean in all these movies?
I feel like my favorite Aunt May's gotta be Tom Holland's Aunt May.
Yeah, she's hot.
I love Tom Holland's Aunt May. Like she's more of like a Granny Aunt May, and then like Amazing Spider-Man is more like
Aunt May in that one. I don't even remember.
I like the newer one. Who doesn't? Who like honestly? Let's be real.
Bye, Leroy.
Which villain do you like the most?
All right.
Going from Goblin to Octopus.
See, I think the biggest villain in the Tobey Maguire movies are himself.
Oh no!
I always find he's always conflicting with his Peter Parker and Spider-Man life contradict each other in a lot of ways.
Especially in the second one.
In the second one, yeah. I have to say a lot of people praise the second one. I think it's probably my least favorite out of them.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually.
Why?
So, I feel no connection with any of the characters in that one, like, whatsoever. Like, I swear to God. Like, Dr. Octopus just was lame to me. Like,
He kind of was lame, though.
I never liked him. Like, I thought the third one was badass.
Who do you connect with in the first one?
Aunt May.
What about the third one?
The third one, that one I definitely feel like James Franco's character. He shines a lot. Because he shows persistence through the hard times and listens to his butler. Alfred.
I can't believe that at the end of that
not
third.
Alfred.
I can't believe how long it took for his butler to tell him, like, oh, by
I
the
know,
way,
what the
this
hell?
is how your dad died. You're like, why doesn't Peter tell that to him?
Sam Raimi was like, I'm never gonna be able to make a superhero movie again. I'm just gonna put all these bad guys in it. That's awesome. Yeah. Can you imagine?
Wait,
that?
going out with a bang,
Yeah,
my
right?
boy
Like, that's
Sam
great.
Raimi. Shout out to Sam. Can we have a round of applause for
Sam Raimi?
We love you, man. Amazing Spider-Man. I really, really liked. Like, it was so like heartbreaking to talk about, but when Gwen Stacy's death in Amazing Spider-Man, such like a fucking like deep like note that like struck me when I watched that. You know?
I can't believe she fucking died. We just talk about how good the Scooby-Doo live action movies are.
Okay,
for
a
second.
brief second. We're gonna take a pause with Spider-Man. Scooby-Doo live action. So many like adult jokes that went over my head when I
Right,
watched that as
when
a
you're
little
a kid.
kid.
Yeah.
So many of them are so funny. It's blatantly obvious that Scooby and Shaggy are such potheads.
They're stoners.
There's so many moments. It's just so clear.
Mary Jane, and then this brings us back to Peter Parker. I believe Peter Parker smoked a lot of kush back in his day.
Peter?
Yeah.
See, I
He
feel-
couldn't afford it. He's poor.
Oh, that's a good point.
Not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he probably got smoked up a lot. Like Andrew Garfield probably. Like he's a skater. Like
I feel like all of the actors have smoked weed, but I don't think Peter Parker himself would smoke.
you don't think Peter Parker would smoke? You think he's too responsible? Probably.
I think they made Andrew Garfield too cool to be Spider-Man.
He is too cool.
Wait, he's like.
He's a really cool guy. He's too cool for his
Yeah,
own good.
that's I have no like I just don't feel like I could be Spider-Man when I'm watching this.
No.
Like, when I watch Tobey Maguire, I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I could be Spider-Man.
Yeah, I can put my guy, like, I can, like, put myself in his shoes, but, like, I don't look, I'm not as cool as Andrew
Yeah,
Garfield.
Andrew Garfield, yeah.
This is just some cool guy.
He skates.
I feel like Andrew Garfield's web slinging, like, the way he, like, got around the city was fucking sick. I love how in the second one, it begins with that shot where it's, like, his, like, logo, and then he's, like, falling from the sky, he's doing, like, a nosedive to the ground.
Yeah.
And he, like, pulls it up, like, last minute and fucking shoots into the air, and he's doing, like, flips and shit. Rest in peace, Andrew Garfield. I wish you had more screen time in your movies. Moving on to Tom Holland.
Did he die?
No, he's not dead. Tommy boy,
Tom Holland.
my boy. Why do you
boy.
like Tom?
I like him, like, for what we talked about earlier, like, how he's the right age, and he is nerdy, and he looks up to Tony Stark and everything, and it kind of, like, I love how they used Homecoming as, like, a big plot of the thing, where he's, like, he's struggling with being, like, an actual kid, and then also being, like, a superhero, you know? And how they tie that in with his character, and they really made you feel for him, and be like what Dwyer was saying, like, oh, I could possibly be Spider-Man, you know?
Yeah, because everybody's been that kid, like a freshman
Yeah.
in high school. Or, like, what is he? Is he a sophomore in high school?
I don't know.
Going to
He's a
homecoming?
fucking
Yeah.
child.
He's like
that's
a
all
young
I know.
high schooler, right?
Yeah.
And like we've all been there, like asking to go to a dance. Like that's something that anybody could relate
Yeah.
to, you know, like meeting the father. Like
And then-
the whole thing is really like a teen like prom movie.
And then
if you think
also
about it.
that with the struggle of being a superhero and everything.
Yeah.
I
think-
liked it.
I actually have only seen that movie one time.
I've seen it, like,
I've seen it a couple
I've
times.
seen it.
I didn't like Michael Keaton as the bad guy,
I didn't like him either.
but
I
I
thought he
liked
did
Tom
fit.
Holland. I like Tom Holland in Infinity War. Like,
Yeah, that was cool.
He was.
He
I think he
did
was
a
better
front
in
flip.
that than I liked him more in that than I liked him in his own movie.
I feel like Tom was much more comfortable with the role by
Yeah.
the time he got to Infinity.
And I've never seen Civil War, so I didn't even.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
That was cool, though. He had, like,
I
a
loved his
cool
like
cameo
random
in it.
intro in it.
Yeah.
It was really, really cool. I'm glad that like Marvel has like gotten their hands back on Spider-Man.
I like how they
Like-
didn't have it like how he got his powers.
I know. Like we've seen that story so many times.
Well,
in
it's
the MCU.
it's hard with Spider-Man because he is like he's pretty cool, but he's also kind of lame at the same time compared to other Marvel heroes and DC heroes. It's hard to kind of make him.
He's just
An
a
interesting
child.
character,
Like, he's just supposed to
yeah.
be like
He's
young.
a guy. He's
Yeah.
just a dude.
He's kind of like the Flash.
That's like a big
in-
part of
for
who
DC.
he is. Like Peter Parker is just as important to the story as Spider-Man is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like so many actors can nail either Spider-Man or Peter Parker, but not quite
both.
I think that Tobey Maguire is a better Peter Parker, but he's not a very good Spider-Man. Like whenever he puts the costume on, he has those like shitty one-liners. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Whenever Andrew Garfield is being Peter Parker, I feel like he's too cool. He's not a great Peter
He is.
Parker, but he's a better Spider-Man.
He's like dangling his legs out buildings and shit.
Yeah, like he's much more like quirky and like witty when he's like under the mask, but when he's out, I'm like, I don't think this kid's Peter
That's
Parker.
why I like Tom
Peter
Holland
Parker's
the best.
supposed to be lame. That's
He
exact-
kind of is
that's
a
what-
sweet
yeah,
spot for both.
He is great at both of them.
Can we talk about how good Hannibal was in in Homecoming as the gym coach?
I forgot. Oh my god, I forgot that Hannibal was in that. I love him.
I love
his
Hannibal.
tone of voice and just like the way that he says things.
Yeah.
It's so
And
fun.
he always like he's always kind of just there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Well, I think Hannibal Buress. I thought you were talking about like Hannibal Lecter. I was like,
Oh no.
what? I was like, I don't remember that.
Could you imagine? Oh yeah, the gym coach Hannibal.
I was like, why are they calling him Hannibal?
Oh my god.
I was like,
Anyways, that's gonna wrap up our thoughts on their Spider-Man. Let us know what you think of our Spider Guys in the comment sections below. You guys want to say goodbye?
Have a good day.
see you later.
Peace, guys.
Hey there goes the Spider-Man.